All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott from Jeff Teaches Programming, and for the last two lectures I've been trying to convert this JavaScript payroll program into a TypeScript payroll program. And what I've decided to do, good, bad, indifferent, right or wrong, is to kind of go the other way, and that is I'm going to do these files first: the salary, the commission, the piece worker, and the hourly. All right. So we've got our constants at the top. We do want to take these we want to set this as an HTML field set element, and we want to do this as an HTML element. All right. Let's set up interfaces. We talked about this before, so I'm going to have an interface here. And this will have gross pay in it, which will be a number, and message in it, which will be a string. Okay. And this is a number, and it will return a salaried calc result. All right, let's change these around. I'm going to flip these. So in other words, we're going to do this first, but instead of making this a let, I'm going to make this a const. And I'm going to say const gross number is going to be equal to the salary, and const message, which is a string, and we're going to have that equal to something like that. So I guess we already had it. That's fine. And then we will return exactly what we're returning now. All right, we've got our validate here. Let's make another interface. And this will have success, which will be of type Boolean, gross pay, which will be of type number. Let's put a question mark there. Could be null. Message, which will be of type string. Error, which will be of type string. And focus, which will be either an HTML input element or it'll be null. All right. This is our validate and calculate salaried. And it's going to now return the interface we just set up. Oops. Salaried calc result. Sorry. salaried validate result. All right. Const salaried. This is going to be of type HTML input element, and that'll be equal to document get element by ID salary as an HTML input element. There we go. And here we're going to say const cell result input. All right. We're going to make a change into our validation next one, and that should get rid of that error. I'm at least hoping it does. False message. No, I've got salary input in there. Okay, that looks better. Gross pay. I think that's all correct. Now again, I'm getting an error right here. We're going to hopefully fix that just a bit. So I'm going to do a file, save there, and I'm going to go on to the next one, which is commission. Okay, all of these I want to come in and put in there that they're of type number. It's not how I want to do it. Okay, start. This again will be field set element. And this again will be an HTML element. All right. Sales will be a number. As will percentage. All right. This will have a return of commission calc result, which we should have added an interface for up here, but it's okay. We'll do it right now. Go. All right, that's good. Now, before we come in here, let's create another interface. This will be commission validate result. Okay. Now we've got our validate and calculate. This is going to return what we just put in here. See if I can cut that down a little. Okay, didn't put the colon here. All right. we're going to have the same thing again. We're going to fix validation result in a couple minutes. First, I want to do the piece worker and the hourly. Then we'll fix that. Okay. Okay. And I think that's it for that one. Again, we're getting an error here on validation result, just like we got the error here on validation result. We'll have to fix both of those. And we will when we get to the validation result. Now in this isn't a big thing, yet it is. And I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna close it. And I'm gonna reopen it in just a second. I want to rename, I'm trying to be consistent here. Now it's piece worker.ts, which is what it should have been to begin with. There it is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the piece worker and the hourly worker, and then our validation. Then we'll come back and hopefully be able to clean up our payroll. See where I am here for time. All right, I'm at 19 minutes, so I'm going to go finish up right now. When I come back, I'm going to do the piece worker, the hourly worker, and then the validation. And if there's time, I will do the payroll.ts file as well. Otherwise, that'll be one last lecture. And hopefully we can run it and get it to work then. See you soon.